You don't have a closing problem, you have a trust problem. Anytime you're asking your prospect to make a change, which is what you're trying to do when you sell them something, that change is going to be associated with a certain amount of risk. Big changes carry perceptions of big risks. But you need them to make this change, because if they were doing what needed to be done, they'd be getting the results they're looking for, right? So what are you doing to allay those fears? Because risk and fear kind of go hand in hand. Now, there are a lot of ways that you can accomplish this. Maybe you can get your foot in the door with a smaller project. Maybe you can demonstrate that you're capable of delivering on your promises, demonstrating that you're someone worth working with because you're easy to work with, because you show up on time, because you're dependable and you do the things that you say that you're going to do, and you can complete projects with smaller successes along the way. All of that helps to build familiarity and reducing the perception of, oh my goodness, I'm going to die if I make this decision, right? Because on a primal level, that's what almost everybody who makes a final decision is thinking when they sign that contract. But I think the most underutilized technique or approach to removing risk is the voice of your current customers. Your stark, raving, lunatic, mad fans who have been in this similar position before, and they were willing to take the risk because they knew what was on the other side of that chasm was worth approaching, was worth going after. And you were able to help them get to where they wanted to be because of the changes you were able to help them make. When you say it about yourself, it's bragging. When someone else says it about you, it's proof. Jeffrey Gitomer taught me that, and I want you to think about that because it is absolutely true. The people who have been in the position of your customer, of your prospect, the people who have been in those positions before are the best people to help you remove that risk of your current prospects. Think about that. And now I want you to think about whether or not you have that. Have you captured those testimonials in written form? Have you gotten them on video? Do you have a YouTube playlist of the 10 top customers in your kind of stable or your book of business, your list of accounts who have been in a similar position to your current prospects? And do they have 15 seconds worth of video to say, to talk about everything that you did, whether it was something they expected or something you over-delivered on? How powerful would it be if you could just shoot that playlist to them in a text message or an email as follow-up to that last meeting? To say, hey, this is a tough decision. And there's nothing that I can say that will help you make this decision any easier. But I do have a handful of friends who have sat where you sit right now and are very glad that they made that decision. Why don't you listen to them? That's a really powerful statement to be able to make. And ultimately, it is the thing that gets a lot of deals done. Do you have those things? Can you get over that trust barrier? Is your level of trust, or is the level of trust that your prospect has in you higher than their level of skepticism that you can get the job done? Think about that, then go fix it.